Yeah, he has. It's like been a little bit more mixed though.
He's also like open enough that you can fit him into mid. He can fit him into safe lane. He's just a very disruptive hero. It's tough to play against. The KP puck.
Forgot about this hero because it's normally so often banned. It's sometimes I have seen SCCC play it, but I think it's a lot more comfortable on KP. Like he's really strong with that hero.
Newbees turn to ban.
And so they take the ET.
This was the hero that broke out yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good against a lot of different heroes. The status resistance.
Part of the appeal of the Elder Titan, though, was that he was able to challenge the Tide Hunter and force bad
tiny
ravages.
Tide Hunter game, or was it?
Yeah, something like that,
weird.
right? But he would just run up with his staple gun and just slamming the watermelon over and over again, and it forced out either bad ravages or sometimes Tide would just die in these scenarios. But against the puck, it's a little bit different, especially if he does get the Aghanim Scepter, like a little bit after you get BKB. Like ET is going to be kited a lot more, but this time around he does have better setup for his abilities off of the Bane. So it's possible that this is going to be run as a 4 position rather than the offlane. This is also in 11 hero, the Elder Titan.
Yeah, they ban the DP, so they've read the playbook.
10 seconds remaining. Newbees turn
And
to
ViCi
ban.
banned the Phoenix in return. Phoenix is a hero that neither of those supports deal with particularly well. So if you're Newbee here, what do you ban? Like the DK? If you know that there's a likelihood of DK or Dusa, what do you feel like they're more annoyed at playing against?
I feel like Dusa is more annoying right now.
Dusa is really annoying.
Dusa is something else.
All these tanky heroes nowadays. Maybe Jack had something to his...
He really did.
His
The
beef
beast
principle.
meta.
The beef principle.
Jack was right.
He was.
I don't
Jack
see his
had
team
your
here though.
back. Wow.
Either one of them.
No need to be rude, Will.
Okay, so they ban another tanky hero in the Tide Hunter.
Yeah, so they do think it's a 4 position ET.
It's a reasonable assumption.
Yeah, and with Newbee having the puck, you're very likely not having your offlane position available to you.
The majority of the offlaners have been banned though.
Yeah.
Omni, Tide Hunter. That's all you really need.
You know what isn't banned?
What?
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
Turn to pick.
I don't know. I kind of feel like ViCi Gaming's maybe setting up for that gyro.
Yeah? What if they just open up and say Slark?
Without
10 seconds remaining.
any super good Slark heroes.
Yeah,
5
just why not?
seconds remaining.
It's just random out there.
I'm just throwing heroes out there.
Where does Morphling fit into picks, Will? When
Good
do you
against
pick,
Omni.
When do you pick the new Morphling?
Apparently people like him against Razor and Omni.
Yeah.
And tiny. Seen
Yeah, get the tree
morphs.
grab.
Yeah, seen quite a few morphs into tinies.
He's like a mobile fighting core. That's like pretty decent. Okay, so they take the... So I thought they would first to this hero. I thought Sand King might be an option too, but I guess in this game, like the Sand King is less favored, I think, than the Air Spirit.
Why?
10 seconds
Because
remaining.
when you have two setup heroes like the ET and the Bane, you need interrupts from a
Yeah.
longer distance, and Earth Spirit has two different ways to break both.
Yeah, whereas Sand King's just got his
Yeah,
burrow.
you're more reliant on the Blink Dagger too. That's
Yeah.
why like Earth Spirit. The thing about Earth Spirit that's incredible is that he has like the best toolkit I think in the game. Like fundamentally speaking, he has a stun, a gap close, which also doubles as a nuke. He's got a silence. He has
It also doubles as flow.
yeah exactly, but his gap close also doubles as an escape. He's got an ultimate that hits pretty much everything and is very disruptive in early game team fights. Like this hero kind of does it all. Whereas
Yeah.
like Sand King, he's a little bit more prevalent in the lane. He's got his stun is a lot more reliable, But like Earth Spirit, the ceiling is just so incredibly high for what this hero can do.
I feel like whenever I look at Earth Spirit support, he's like the better Clockwork in many regards because he's one of those supports that can operate without any gold, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
snap.
everything you're going to get out of the Earth Spirit is the same, whether he's at 2k net worth or 8k.
Third pick Storm. Just to wrap up on the Earth Spirit as well, it's not in Lanham's or Fenrir's top 10 most played in the last 90 days, so I guess Newbee felt like it might be okay because they wouldn't pick it. And
Yeah.
if it got through the second phase bans because there are more important heroes to ban, they could leave it till third, so...
Yeah. You know what I'd actually like to see? I'd like to see ViCi do something like an offlane bounty. And just
With
let
the
your
Storm.
let your Storm just like play Ultra 1.
Okay, but what about the fact that they just third pick Stormed with Newbie still having 2 core opens, one of which could be an AM. I know like he's been nerfed and people don't like him, but
I don't know. I feel like Newbie can take something like Dusa here.
and they already have 2 silences.
Yeah.
Earth Spirit and Puck both have instant silences near against the Storm Spirit,
okay
so
with-
it's not
you're
the
okay against
easiest
both.
game.
You like both. I like both matchups. I don't mind Puck and I don't mind Earth Spirit on this hero.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it bothers me that much.
Dire team pick.
Okay. Ew, okay.
Spirit.
I'm surprised.
It was like the other day when somebody was saying that like Beastmaster hard counter Storm. Oh, that made me so upset.
Yeah, sure. Like I can see that one just because like Beastmaster Roar's good lockdown against
It's
anybody.
like when you match up Puck versus Storm, you don't really care too much, and your item progression is almost always useful.
I guess for me, it's like it's not a game killer, right? I'm not saying that like Puck Earth Spirit is like you can't pick this hero into it, but when it's like you still have 2 more picks available to be able to deal with Storm Spirit, like it just seems like it's going to be a really tough game.
Yeah, it's like, but if you get BKB Storm, it's all donezo. Ember's really good against him in the lane. He's really annoying to play against, especially if Storm's greedy. The downside of like Kaya as an item is you feel like you have to get it, but because it fits into your toolkit really nicely, but it does delay the presence of other items.
And it makes you even squishier.
Yeah, but I think like once he gets BKB, like everything's chill. And now we see their combo. They have Lifestealer Storm. Like the instant jump is so strong this game. And those heroes are hard to lock down. Like Lifestealer is going to prosper pretty hard in this game. Because they can't, it's not easy for them to burst him. And if he gets Rage off, like they'll have 2 heroes that,
Seconds remaining.
one hero that will get a BKB and the other that essentially has one built in.
In many ways, the Lifestealer and Storm Spirit combo is like if the game is bad for Storm, it's good for Lifestealer and vice versa.
Yeah. So
Hedged bets, they call that.
for Newbee, I thought they would have taken something like Slark. Just something really mobile that can like trade hits with the Lifestealer, or even something like
10
Ursa.
seconds remaining.
And conversely for ViCi, I would have been a fan of something like Bounty Hunter offlane, which I know China
5
does.
seconds remaining.
And I feel like it enables your Storm to be invincible, because you can just run around the map and do whatever you want. I don't think they'll do it.
I was about to say, don't you want a little bit more control out of your offlaner?
Yeah, you probably want another stun. You can take a Beastmaster now. It's okay.
I'd be okay with. I know nobody's running it, but I'd be okay with her shaker here too. Oh, Nyx.
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
Oh, we
that's
forgot about
really
that.
good. Yeah,
It's excellent against Ember and,
and Puck.
yeah. More reason to take Slark.
That is definitely true. Actually, this looks like such a good Slark
10
game.
seconds remaining.
You just hit, you can dispel everything. It'd be nicer if you had a
5
save, but
seconds
your
remaining.
Earth Spirit can be your save.
Yeah.
I think if you have these like 2 mobility heroes, you try to hurt one's game, the other can take over.
And then they've even got the little bit of synergy with the attack speed from Ogre.
Yeah. Give my boy Moogs. Oh,
You may now
Okay.
select your heroes.
So it is a different kind of hero that ignores disables.
mm-hmm.
I'm kind of okay with it.
I am too. He can at least fight.
Yeah, and if Storm Spirit has a bad laning phase, because he's got both Earth Spirit and Ogre, who may be a disruptive influence in mid lane, he's going up against an Ember Spirit as well. This could be a Tiny that comes online pretty quickly, shuts down the Storm even further, doesn't really care about the Lifestealer a lot of times. If he really starts going, it gets his early levels to grow.
Okay. Which team would you like to curse, Will?
ViCi.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go Newbee for this.
I like it. Equal cursing on the panel. We're nice to the teams today. We don't want to curse either one of them, so we just pick one of each. Let's head over to the arena right now for game number 1 of the upper bracket final. Enjoy.
Newbee versus ViCi Gaming here. Winner to the grand finals, guarantees top 2 here at the Perfect World Masters. Looking forward to a fun best of 3. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Lacoste. We got 3 spirits in this game. Not often we get that.
I think you're wrong. We have 4 spirits, actually. That's the first time I'm actually seeing that Astral Spirit from Elder Titan. That's the 4th spirit,
That's
if you're
fair
looking
enough.
for it.
Good call right there. Yeah, Elder Titan, another ViCi Gaming. They ran it, or I want to say it was yesterday when they played Secret. I guess that was the day before in that 4 position. So going to be running it here once again in LANM's hands. But yeah, very interesting draft on either side. You and I were kind of discussing who we maybe favor. Personally, I like ViCi Gaming's draft. I mean, Ori Storm Spirit paired up with the Lifestealer. That's such a deadly combination. What do you think?
It's going to be a really hard Storm game. They have, what, 2 silences, 3 stuns, and 1 root mechanic.
Yeah.
It's really going to be tough. He's going to need a BKB as maybe a second item as well. Depends how the game develops.
I did hear Blitz also mentioning the mid matchup, a Storm expert himself, some may say, against Ember Spirit. Not maybe the best for the Storm, so that's something else to look out for. Of course, SCCC playing the Ember Spirit.
It's going to depend a lot on the rotations from the enemy supports. I mean, Ogre can out-harass that Storm Spirit pretty easily, so probably Bane's going to need to be at mid at one point just to help out the Storm Spirit.
How about the Bane first pick? Let's talk about that a second.
Overall, I prefer ViCi's lineup, even though with a Bane, so you can imagine how strong ViCi's lineup is. Nyx obviously counters that Ember Spirit pretty easy to stun him for almost 5 seconds with Carapace and Impale.
Yeah, Nyx, that final pick, they were thinking maybe the Beastmaster, maybe Abaddon, but yeah, Nyx Assassin really proven to be a strong final pick there for ViCi Gaming. You do see the bounty rune picked up, though, as CCC ports back to the mid. Get some assistance from Faith on the body block, and both sides doing pretty well with it. Ends up just about the center, maybe a slight advantage for SCCC there in the middle. But 2 versus 2 lane matchup. This should be fun to watch.
Yeah, we have solo Earth Spirit on the bottom. What up? Just taking the XP until Puck decides to swap the lane.
Okay, yeah, Tiny's all the way to the top lane. So as you mentioned, Puck going to be swapping right here. As they matched up the Nyx Assassin at the top, so makes sense to you. KP going to make his way to the bottom lane.
Or maybe they just kill him first.
Oh, that could work out too. Yeah, old 11, young 11, whatever you want to call him. He's a first blood potential onto him, but he'll walk away and he'll be fine for now, so no swap just yet, but wanted to try to see if they could get the kill at least. But yeah, KP eventually going to be making the swap right here. But again, Kaka getting some free experience at the bottom lane meanwhile.
Yeah, my man Earth Spirit almost level 2. He's just going to steal some more on the bottom, get that level 2.
I was going to say, do you switch now for your VG? There you go. Paparazzi go to the top lane. Nightmares put up. This isn't going to really result in much, just other than some good harassment coming out. On a boogie middle lane, the Echo Stomp hits. Ember Spirit in some trouble. Ori going for the auto attack, and first blood is drawn in favor of ViCi Gaming. Land him credit on the other Titan there.
Hard to play against. He has boots of speed, extra movement speed from Astral.
And he hits so damn hard with that Astral Spirit as well.
Yeah, well, this is position 4 Elder Titan. We saw LFY playing it against Secret as an offlaner.
Yeah.
The guy was just insane. MKB, Nullifier. Okay, they're going on Storm Spirit once again.
He's the one that's in trouble this time. The Root comes out, going to stop that TP. Echo Stop saving Ori for the time being, though. Running off to the left. He's good for now. Great job by Landham. He's also zoning them out with his own body. Ori's, in fact, going back in. He wants a turn kill. Did he get a little bit too greedy, though? Fire Blast in the face. Kaka. Couple more auto attacks on him, but he'll barrel roll away. Now Ori, the greed is real. He ends up falling because of that decision, so they finally kill him. That was all on Ori, though. He thought he could get a turn kill there.
Yeah, kind of greedy play by Storm Spirit there. Didn't even use the Flask hold. He went into battle with 300 HP. I think he would just walk away there.
Yeah, he definitely had that decision. It's just a matter of, you know, he wanted to make some plays. Ori's definitely been a flashy play here for ViCi Gaming. Wanted another big play right there, but ends up in his death, so 1-1 start here between the two teams. Bottom lane, KP zoning out for the Tiny. I mean, this is a really interesting laning phase we're having. A lot of swaps coming out.
No one is on the top lane so far. Okay, there it is. Is keeping top. KP, I talked a lot about him, about his performance. When he plays well, Newbee always plays well, especially that game when he played the puck, actually.
Okay.
I think he died once, 40, 50-minute game. It was just split pushing, buying time for his team.
He's the rock of the team, you could say, as far as needing him to do well.
Well, depends how you want to see it. If he has a bad game, he does not recover that easily.
Okay.
From the bad start.
Got you. Elder Titan, by the way, porting to the bottom lane. Sends out the Astral Spirit, throwing some harassment, but making his presence known down there. Bounty Rune 4 minute, about 15 more seconds. Kaka's already hiding nearby for it and realizes that Elder Titan is coming over. So they're going to go toe-to-toe. Boulder Smash over the ledge. Still 10 more seconds before that Bounty Rune spawns, though, so trying to get a kill out of this is Kaka, and maybe going to bait it like he did with the Ori earlier. And LNM realizing that that's the case all along. Barrel roll comes in, the tree is there, the avalanche comes out, and a thwack from the tree from Moogie. Good bait, ultimately, from Kaka there, Nurse Spirit.
Oh, he even gets the rune.
Oh, it's going to toss him in, actually. Well, this results in much. Young 11 has a spiked carapace and impale, so he should be fine. There's a spiked carapace, and yeah, he'll be good, but what a play by Moogie there.
Yeah, Moogie has been really amazing in this whole tournament. Actually, the matchup between these two teams, the last time they played was at the Dota Pit. I think it was the lower bracket finals.
Okay. Yeah, you were there.
Yeah. It was one of the most amazing games I watched, especially the Void and the Magnus one. That's why I love Dota, because of the Wombo combo they were pulling off. It was just mind-blowing.
Well, we're in for another good series right here. Again, so much is on the line. They've already guaranteed themselves circuit points, of course, but that much more with a victory
Not enough.
here. No, you need first place is really
you
what
need
matters.
the dollars as well.
The dollars are pretty nice as well. Yes, $300,000 prize pool. Ultimately on the line. Middle lane, Ember Spirit setting up a gank attempt. Lanham is here. TP's coming in, though. That's Ogre going to be TPing in, and now they're going to spot Lanham. It's like they saw him all along. Kaka did, I believe. But now realizing with Bane here, maybe they can't go. Kaka will just barrel roll away, and he's going to be good. Echo Stomp will connect on Ember, but I'll get in the tower, so he'll be fine.
A lot of XP drained from the supports. You see 2 versus 2, even 3 versus 2. So Storm Spirit and Ember are still level 4.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try versus Trylane in the middle lane. That's what we're seeing right here. But this could also happen. A lot of clashing back and forth. Again, the Echo Stomp hits somebody, but it's just going to be more of a reset tool than anything. So who is this favoring more? I mean, Try versus Trylane middle is, as you mentioned, if anything, it's leeching experience. The supports are very under level. Do you think it's good or bad for either way?
Well, it's good for Nyx, of course. He's just having a time of his life on the top lane. 40 CS, though. I'll keep that for later.
Bane, Echo Stomp saves him for now. Hits 3 different heroes. Going for the kill on Akaka. Great boulder smash through. Is it going to be enough? Maybe get a kill from Roshan? No, he goes down. Lanham now taking the damage on top of SCCC, realizing Ember Spirit has to go the other direction. Faith running towards mid. He's like, oh, save me, buddy. No, that's not going to work. Going to be slowed down. The auto attacks up. Ori, busy tanky enough, though. The Echo Stomp again set up. The silence of the back lines, trying to stall the damage, but it's not going to be enough. KP even rotates over for this. This is classic mid wars, man. I mean, they're just going at it.
3. Yeah, this is classic Dota.
I don't know what's going on.
ViCi Gaming has a better setup. They're going to use the 3-man shower, which always feels nice.
3-man shower.
I kind of hate this cosmetic on Elder Titan. Once he uses the Stomp, it actually looks like you're using shards from Tusk.
Okay, yeah, you're a Tusk player yourself, so stands out even more, I'm sure. Oh, he's going back to the middle lane now after popping that shrine. How is the middle matchup going? By the way, you see the hero levels right there. Lifestealer, level 7. You were hinting at that as all this action's going down the middle lane. Lifestealer, he's having free farm. Paparazzi, having a good time at the top.
Yeah, once he gets that armlet, okay, one more time they're trying to go on Ori, who's level 5 yet.
Battle in the middle lane continues. Round number 27. Ember Spirit, he's good though. No, not a lot of kills are coming out of this, just a lot of damage.
Yeah, they need to get level 6 on Ember and Storm, so they can engage fights easier.
Yeah.
Nyx Assassin is level 6, so he's trying to find the kill.
as
I mean, it's
Vendetta.
pretty obvious if you have a Nyx assassin who's just sitting at the lane constantly, the last hitting, and then he suddenly disappears, you know something is up. So one of the plays is just a TP to another lane, maybe just TP top, get the carapace on Puck, and just insta-kill him. Especially, they have it's a pretty good Nyx game. They have a vehicle in Storm Spirit and Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, and a vehicle in that doesn't need a Blink Dagger or anything like that. As you mentioned, Storm Spirit gets level 6, he's already become that vehicle for him. You do see Nyx Assassin, again, should be fine, just going to take some harassment between the two supports here. Bane rotating over, though. Also assist if need be. But yeah, we can't forget about Tiny. Tiny's also having a very good time. 53 and 16. He's the safe lane farmer on the side of Newbee, of course. So Moogie also looking good. Tiny versus Lifestealer. Which team do you think this early farm is going to impact more?
I think from what Tiny has queued up with, if he's going to go for Yasha, he's not going to have that much of an impact early game. As for Nyx, when he finishes the armlet, he can just easily jump into Storm or Nyx Assassin make a move.
Uh-oh, this could also slow things down for the Tiny. Going to be slept. Auto attacks coming through, of course, due to that recent change, but ultimately will be fine.
Well, not right now, Nyx is stronger than he was before against the Tiny because Tiny can't toss magic immune units anymore. So if Nyx is in his face, he can't toss him back to anyone.
Okay. Yeah, Nyx, or aka Lifestealer, the Rage is a very powerful tool this game. That's one thing that really stood out to me with the 4th pick Lifestealer here. Pretty much every single hero on the other side, it's going to do something pretty good against. When he has Rage up, he's basically unstoppable, feels like, in this game. Meanwhile, bottom lane, back down here, Nightmare on Akaka, goes for the silence, does hit the Boulder Smash on the 1, but it's not going to be nearly enough. That's a 4-man rotation. Storm Spirit is level 6 also, as you see, assisting for that kill.
They need to make... Oh, they're going to scout KP. KP has no TP whatsoever.
Echo Stomp of
what a
juke! The classic, I'm not going to do anything, juke.
Sit down.
Yeah, well played. And the crowd goes wild here. We actually do have a bit of a crowd. I gotta say, we do have a bit of a crowd forming. The Rickies, they're coming out of Invis. It's nice to see. No, middle lane, though. Again, Storm Spirit now level 7. He actually had a double damage rune right there, but not going to be much longer. Armlet is finished on Lifestealer, so there's the key item. Of course, you talked about Yasha being built by Tiny, though, so not as scary in the early game.
Usually you see Tiny's going for either like a move speed build, drums into S and Y, or they go first... what was it? I always forget the items.
Shadowblade?
Shadowblade, yeah. Lothar Sage is always on my mind. They go Shadowblade just for the... They can cut the backlines, maybe even solo kill the Storm Spirit Bane. And then go into S and Y for the extra movement speed, which he needs.
So it's going to be a little bit more, again, before he, quote-unquote, comes online here. But Lifestealer, Elder Titan just throwing out the Echo Stomp. But that's the great thing about ET as a hero, too. But for as rarely as we see this hero, again, as this tournament has progressed, we've seen it a couple times, we mentioned. Now this is the 3rd time of the event. So maybe that's the start of something to come. But the thing I like about Elder Titan is that the freedom he has to just easily harass people without risking his own life with that Astral Spirit. Like, it seems just ridiculous as far as being able to abuse that idea.
Yeah, he's also one of the heroes that can be an offlaner. When you play against him, you want to block that side camp so he can get the extra damage off. That's why he's so strong.
Bottom, Bane, as well as the Lifestealer rotating in. It's the first movement we're really seeing from Paparazzi as far as trying to set up some kills. Has the phase boots with the armlet. KP saw him make the juke earlier by standing still. We'll see if that comes into play once again. Another time, goes in with the Astral Spirit. Has the Echo Stomp ready. Of course, against Puck, not the easiest. Puck realizing, will he do it again? Yeah, he's not even going to go with it. He stays here, but now they know he has no port here as far as the Illusory Orb. Meanwhile, Faith going to be taking the ultimate from Elder Titan. They do find KP, and they also find Faith there, so it ends up being a 2-for-0 as ViCi just dives beyond the tower.
Yeah, Newbee is just getting outnumbered. The vision game coming out from that Elder Titan is just too good at this moment. Earth Spirit just hit level 6, so they can try to make a move with it. They have a good combo, Puck with Earth Spirit. A lot of chaos coming just from these two heroes.
Yeah, you saw the Earth Splitter there as well from Elder Titan, just another part of his skill set. Very, very strong ability. Helping to secure that kill, at least in that case on Ogre Magi. Top lane. Moogie, level 10, setting up, is going to toss somebody in. They're going for it, barrel rolled in. The Spike Curaface comes out, of course, pretty quickly, but it's not going to be enough to save him. However, these TPs, reaction time for ViCi Gaming. Ori, he's going in. The Vortex, a toss in the air on Akaka. He's eventually going to fall, though. Magnetize himself on a couple of heroes, but is it going to be threatening enough to keep them out of here? Lifestealer wants to chase, but can't get close enough, so that'll be the end of the pursuit. 1 for 1. Next for the Earth Spirit.
The first Earth Spirit ulti popped. They only got the kill on Nyx Assassin, who's actually super high level. And he's so tanky, 1.2k HP. Level 9. On the side of Newbee, they have Veil finished for the Ember Spirit. A lot of magical damage, especially combined with that Earth Spirit ulti.
I've been hearing a lot of, not a lot of people, but conversations I've had with co-casters recently is Ember Spirits in this more recent patch, the idea of the physical build kind of coming back. But as you just mentioned here, he went the Veil, so it's going to be going the magic build instead.
He might still swap. His talents are changed to be more of a DPS builder. Also, he's only hero in the game that has a true strike. With MKB, it's only 75% accuracy. So
that's something to consider, yeah.
I mean, this game, I don't see anyone building towards any armor.
Middle lane. Storm Spirit wishes he had evasion right here. That could have helped, but nope. Boulder Smash comes through to secure it. And that's a kill on a him. That's a 3-kill streak stopper. How about that? Kaka, 500 bonus gold for the Earth Spirit. So nice find there from Newbee. And the 2,000 lead of ViCi Gaming going down slightly with that kill. Oh, Nyx Assassin, old 11. He's hunting, finds S-Triple-C, maybe with Ori responding in 10 seconds, but no, they're just going to go for the Fiend's Grip in the opening right here. Do they have enough damage is the question. Kaka assisting, signs up on a Bane, stops the Fiend's Grip a little bit early. Under Titan going through as well, but S-Triple-C is going to be safekeeping here as well. The Echo Stomp hits a couple of heroes, and it will finish off the Ember Spirit actually in the end. Nightmare's up on a KP. Here comes a Storm.
Nice kick.
Oh, he gets kicked away though by Kaka, but it's not going to save him in the long run. The attempt was made just a little bit too short though. But yeah, great attempt by Earth Spirit indeed. Bottom lane, how about this? Paparazzi, not going to matter. Moogie just simply TPs. No stopper.
Yeah, we still didn't see any bombs coming out from ViCi Gaming. I guess they're just not in a rush because of that. Let's call it a bad start for Storm Spirit. It was 3 versus 3. He didn't get too much levels, not enough farm. So that Bloodstone is gonna be around 20-minute mark, maybe a bit early.
Yeah, going right into the Bloodstone essentially with the power treads here. Do you like that decision?
A lot of
maybe an Orchid,
there's a lot of discussion between Kaya and Bloodstone, which to go first. You're kind of forced to go for Kaya because it's so good, it gives you so much. But it delays a lot of your items. As also Bloodstone, I think it's just for the tankiness, and once it's up, they can just start fighting. And after that, I still think he's gonna need a BK, just a straight BKB. This game is so hard to play as a Storm Spirit.
And Bloodstone's one of those items too. Whenever there's a lot of action happening already in a game, it seems like that's going to be a good item pickup for that purpose, of course. So ideally, you're going to be able to get some nice charges on it, and that's going to be coming along. Tiny, 2,000 gold save.
Open wounds from Nyx.
Okay. Big thing there, you think? Yeah. Oh, speaking of Lifestealer, bottom lane pushing. He's level 13. He is real. 1 versus 1 tournament last year, I believe it was, in DAC, if I remember correctly. Anyways, land him, top lane. He's being dove on pretty heavily. He's going to end up being finished off here, so Earth Splitter's not going to save him, but maybe set up some turn kills, Ori. Going to kill the Earth Spirit off, make it a 1-for-1 right there. Ogre Magi was picked off. Meanwhile, elsewhere, the Fiend's Grip locking down Ember Spirit, actually. The Impale Stun hits right after it. It will be 3 kills in total for ViCi Gaming. So the kill initially on the Elder Titan backfires big time. A 3-for-1.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the Paparazzi always finds the farm on the map. I mean, this game he had pretty much the free farm, Armlet, and Deso. 17 minutes in, that's pretty insane though. He needs SNY this game just to tank up and get some more armor and mobility against the Tiny, then he can actually just man-fight Tiny.
Yeah, it seems like that trio of items mixed in with the raids as we were talking about earlier, he's going to be nearly unstoppable. I mean, he really is going to be a ridiculous hero to deal with.
Yeah, with the level 10 talent plus 200 HP, the extra damage from S and Y, and when he has the Armlet on, he's going to be sitting on 2.5k HP. They don't have enough burst damage to take him down.
Smoke play from Newbee. Newbee Down 5,000 net worth now. Knows they need to make some ganks happen. And Storm Spirit would be a prime target. Opens up with the waiting room for the silence. The follow-up from Earth Spirit. The lockdown of the Fire Blast, the Avalanche. That was a beautiful job of making sure not to overlap abilities right there.
Yeah, it's hard to overlap with 5 stuns and silences.
True. They still made it work, damn it. So well played by Newbee. Good find. Didn't have the Bloodstone yet, but still, he's dead for 40+ seconds.
That was so sad. He actually had enough gold, but the chicken was not there, and he couldn't zip away.
Well, to be fair, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. You get the Bloodstone, you die right after. That's the worst feeling ever, so. We'll be able to purchase here shortly, though. Ember Spirit picks up the Boots of Travel to follow up the Villa Discord that you're talking about earlier. So going to be going to Lincoln's next queued up. Lincoln's. Let's talk about that for a second. Is that going to be a good item this game, you think?
On Ember Spirit?
On Ember, yeah.
They
do have a lot of single target.
It doesn't block Impale. Storm Spirit Pool or Fane's Grip. Pretty much Nightmare. Just a setup.
Yeah. Bane is one of those interesting heroes because he could take it off, obviously, with Enfeeble, but ideally that gives you reaction time. To be able to...
Bane casting points for his abilities is so big. That's why I don't love the hero.
Okay.
One of the 10,000 reasons. Well,
sometime we'll have to hear about all those thousands of reasons.
We don't have enough time, though.
I know. Not now, but eventually. Yule's finished on Nyx Assassin as well, so a nice defensive tool for him there.
Yeah, he wants to be able to cast that Carapace with 2 silences and get rid of that root mechanic from Searing Chains.
Lifestealer's inside Nyx Assassin. Oh, he's going to be dusted up as he wins Vendetta, so that'll stop the efforts, as well as the Searing Chain. And they'll go elsewhere, and Lifestealer will probably pop out and look to farm. So they pushed the top tower while that middle was being pushed in, so essentially a trade there between the two teams. We really haven't seen a lot yet from Tiny also moving around, but as I say that, Young 11, he still wants to go in here. Maybe go top lane. Ember Spirit. Will he react in time? Pushing out the lane. He knows something's up. He's going to be scanned, actually. Oh, they still find him, though. As Triple C went a little bit too close to them. He had the right idea to get away, but unfortunately, his Remnant was right next to them.
Yeah, at the wrong place. Nice reading there by Nyx Assassin. Fenrir is actually one of the players that I love to watch play, and for some reason he actually plays Bane so well. The positioning he has 0 deaths this game. I was watching one game before as well. On the Bane, he died at 30-minute mark the first time, which is pretty insane as a hero like a Bane.
Who's usually in spots that he'll find out, especially with Fiend's Grip, right? Where he's like, I'm just going to do my darnest to lock them down. Maybe I'll die eventually, but that's his job.
You have that big bullseye on your forehead when you cast your ulti. I mean, even before, people are just targeting you.
Of course.
Tiny with the Bloodlust, though.
Scary.
Looks scary, seems scary. He's not even Tiny anymore. We're just going to call him Biggie.
I love it. Biggie indeed. He's got the Bloodlust buff. He's going to be working on a BKB, I believe I saw there.
Mr. Big from Sex and the City. We just need Sarah Jessica Parker.
Not a show I ever watched, but I know that name, though. I do know that name. Pushing out the top lane here. Storm Spirit was pushing out bottom, and obviously he had the Bloodstone finish, and there you go, the Kaya follow-up. So that's kind of become the new routine. Ooh, Nyx Assassin. Scouting them out. Just a matter of who he wants to open. The courier's coming in too.
Yeah, he wants to kill the Earth Spirit, but he needs to stun right away because he has a
they just delivered an item to them, so it spots them, but they cannot react in time. As you mentioned, though, they burst down Kaka. The Ghost Scepter does not able to come to play. KP, though, he wants immediate revenge damage. Dream Coil comes out. Paparazzi, he breaks on through. He's coming back in. Ori pulling as well. The Fiend's Grip locking down.
Bane,
as Triple C. He goes down. 4 kills in favor of ViCi, and as Lacoste just said, being apparently pretty damn good hero.
Yeah, just locking down 2 people because they actually managed to kill 1 hero before the fight started. That's not the hero they can afford to lose before Earth Spirit because it causes a lot of disruption and chaos. They want to be the one who are initiating with Earth Spirit, faculty, but seems like they can't find any openings.
And this is going to be an easy Roshan kill. They got an H's, I'm sure, for Ori right here. Playing the Storm Spirit, he picks it up, 16 charges. He actually had a double damage bottled up. But you see, yeah, this was so interesting with the couriers on either side. Look at the courier delivering. It's like, wait a second, something's going on. Earth Spirit didn't really react the quickest, though.
Well, I was expecting Nyx to just stun the Earth Spirit, so he can't pop the Ghost Scepter. Good reaction, though, by Earth Spirit, but still managed to take him down with Mana Burn and stun.
Avalanche combo, Bane. There you go. Finally, his first death coming into play, but at what cost now? Young 11 hunting around yet again, misses the impale, but they'll find Kaka. There's that Ghost Scepter coming into play. Faith is going to be run down with the open wounds. He'll go down. Young 11 stunned, barrel roll away. Kaka will end up surviving. That Ghost Scepter this time comes into play. They're alive there. So 1 for 1.
Yeah, Nyx Assassin stun, not easy to hit, though.
I mean, when pro players are missing it as frequently as they are, this is a big kill. Free kill on Ember Spirit. Can he remnant it away? Yes, he can. That would have been really big. Double damage rune, but just not enough damage. But yeah, I feel like we see a fair amount of Nyx Assassins missing impale stuns every now and then. It's like, it's a tough one to land sometimes, especially in the heat of the moment like that. But
Tiny decided to go for Shadowblade as a second item.
Oh yeah,
he needs that mobility item. This is how he blew the Bane up. I thought he was going to go for the first item, so they can fight early on with the advantage from Puck. Earth Spirit, you want to be as active as possible.
They see him. Yep, the Sentry Ward spotted him. That static resist is not going to matter right there. Kaka, he's also going to get caught up to now. Ghost Scepter delaying it a little bit. Faith, meanwhile, dealing with others down below. Double kill coming out from Ori, though. Elder Titan locking down the Ogre Magi, makes it 3 kills in total for the team. This is starting to feel like we're getting out of control now for ViCi
Yeah, especially for Storm Spirit. 19 charges, even Kaya completed, almost has enough gold for a BKB.
Ori's not the most mana to work with, but the regen kicking into play. You mentioned the 19 charges of the Bloodstone. KP running, Lifestealer, open wounds, but he couldn't get the attack off. And so KP will actually survive. But yeah, this is that combination, the Lifestealer, Storm Spirit. We're talking about the vehicle that Storm Spirit is, but we really overlooked the Nyx Assassin, right? I mean, Nyx has been the one that's actually been the vehicle in this game instead.
Yeah, Nyx and ET providing a lot of vision, a lot of intel for ViCi at the moment, and Newbee needs to invest a lot of sentries into a lot of gold into sentries. I mean, you have Ogre who has an urn. He's one of the heroes that doesn't care about what he has, but still look at the other supports. Bane almost has Shadow Amulet.
He has almost 2,000 net worth more than Evis.
Yeah, he actually has. Yeah, he has a full Glimmer Cape.
Ooh, Dreamcoil out of range. Nyx went back in, though. He actually went back in. Well, this is why he may die, but it's going to be a big turn in favor of the Tired side. Earth Spirit's already dead, as well as the Ember. And now Mugi just simply trying to run. Lifestealer in pursuit. Yields up in the air. KP trying to save his teammate. Lucirio Orb. Just almost enough damage right there with the Brain Sap, but he makes it out once again. But another case of a turn for ViCi Gaming.
Yeah, also nice pickup there by Elder Titan with Road of Aethas. Ember Spirit can get out of the remnants, can get out.
Yeah, I meant to bring that up earlier. There's just been so much fighting, but that's a good explanation right there of why he went for it, I'm sure. That as well as Puck, a great item against these kind of elusive heroes with that root effect. So definitely working. I want to go back to the Shadowblade real quickly, because again, he had a BKB queued up with like 3,000 gold saved up, and then he just went the Shadowblade instead. Do you think in hindsight, maybe, as Faith is going to die here, that BKB would have been the better option, or Shadowblade still makes sense?
I don't prefer BKB on Tiny until the late game. You don't want, even if you want to go for it late game, you want to have those charges up. You want to have that 10-second BKB later on. Shadowblade is just the way to go, so you can surprise the enemy. You have so much burst damage coming out from the hit, the 3 grab, and just the combo.
Bane, I'm guessing that's an invis room. And he's just scouting out Tiny right there. Ember Spirit going down a Storm, meanwhile, at the bottom lane. 23 charges now. Oh boy, that Orchid.
Yeah, well, Storm Spirit had BKB queued up. He needs BKB at one point this game. But he still has Aegis, so he can fight with the items. He can invest into those more greedy items, which is Orchid, and can pick off Ember Spirit, who does not have any defensive item whatsoever.
Yeah, he's still trying to finish the Lincolns. No Yules, though. That's definitely a key to making that kill happen. And, kind of going off what you're saying right there, you're not going to BKB. Also, when you're snowballing like this, you want to get items that are just going to help you snowball that much more aggressive, perhaps. So yet another reason for the Orchid. Look at this, by the way. Zapping on over. Just has so much mana to work with, man. It's ridiculous. And he's going in further. Mogi.
Aegis is gone.
Oh, the Aegis just wore off. You're right, Ori. Needs to be careful. He'll zip zap away. Will be fine. Lifestealer jumps out though. KP falls. And now Kaka with the Ghost Scepter saving a little bit yet again, but just delaying the inevitable. Elder Titan even throwing in the Astral Spirit. He's
Nice
actually doing a good
Yule
job of
Scepter.
trying to get away, but the Yules will ultimately stop it. And double kill for Paparazzi. So look a little flashy there.
A lot of defensive items coming out from ViCi. Even Nyx built into Manta style just to get rid of those silences, so he has a guaranteed rage.
Ori farming the jungle of the Radiant side. Paparazzi, meanwhile, pushing out top. The AC is just about finished for him as well. He also went the Manta style. We hadn't really talked about that yet, but another item to be able to dispel specific abilities. A little more freedom.
Really didn't feel the influence of the Tiny this game. I mean, he's in 5 out of 8 kills, but still it doesn't feel like that classic Tiny game where he goes out of control once he picks up that Shadow Blade. I mean, it was the second item Shadow Blade, so that could be the reason as well.
It's all to the credit of ViCi game, though. It feels like this is the ViCi gaming team that at least I don't know many others kind of expected coming into this tournament. They've been on a lot of momentum. You mentioned the Dota Pit. They were the runner-up team ultimately there in this new patch, by the way. This fight's still happening, so Nyx Assassin, he's going to not only survive, but maybe set up a turn on to Mogi. The big Echo, or the Earth Splitter coming out in the backlines, pulling him in. They will finish off Earth Spirit, though. Ogre Magi still waiting to resurrect. Storm Spirit going to be comboed. He's still plenty tanky. However, I believe the Glimmer KB even assisting to stay alive. Mogi, he goes down 70 seconds. He does have a buyback, but
Yeah,
they just call it.
They just called it. There's no coming back from this game whatsoever. Storm Spirit looked like a pretty hard game on the paper for the Storm Spirit with all those silences and stuns, but he managed to pull it off. Some great initiations coming out from Nyx Assassin, and Elder Titan just destroyed the early game.